Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's petplatypus here, and it's time to review some Legend of Korra. Might be a little quick on this. I haven't been feeling great. My stomach's been like totally whack sauce. So yeah, whack sauce. Don't question it. Fucking terms I'm using these days. But yeah. So I'm just gonna try and do this review pretty quickly, but I'll still talk about all the points. I mean, let's see. I watched the episode like 20 minutes ago because I've been trying to record, and every time I turn on the camera, my stomach's just like, "Hey, fuck you, bro! You're not gonna record." And I'm like, "Ugh." Had to lay down and shit. But anyways, so yeah, it's been like 20, 30 minutes since I watched the episode, and it's not 100% fresh in my brain, but I know we get Korra going back to the other temple, and Pema's there, and you know as soon as you see her, you're like, fuck, she's gonna be so sad when she sees fucking Jinora. And she is. And we get a little bit of Mako in jail, and Bolin doesn't believe him, and it's still kind of annoying, because you know he's gonna be right. I thought it would have been cool if Varric wasn't the bad guy. He was just kind of being misleading and just being himself, and it was just kind of suspicious because he's such a weirdo. He was a bad guy, but he's also kind of neutral at the same time. It's weird, but anyway. See what else happened. Yeah, Bolin has that conversation with Mako. Kind of funny, kind of annoying, because you know Mako's right and Bolin's being stupid. They end up watching The Mover, and The Mover's hilarious. When little Pabu's character dies, and oh, the funniest joke in the entire episode is when they go outside, and fucking Asami's like, "You're not upset about the Mover, right? He's gonna live." And fucking he's like, "Yeah, I know he'll live." He fucking, the evil doomsday device reverses the polarity of the earth and fixes everything. Oh yeah, spoiler. The spoiler joke was the funniest scene in the entire episode. That was great. But yeah. And we got these what looks like Northern Water Tribe dudes busting in. They take out the two dumbass cops, who do appear to be dumbass cops. They don't seem to be corrupt. Beifong is smarter in this episode, but it feels like almost hypocritical because the way she was just bullshitting Mako around before, like, "You're a rookie cop, blah, blah, blah." Now all of a sudden she's like, "Oh yeah, one of our best," and all this shit. I'm like, but Beifong, settle down. You were totally against him, so don't try to be a stupid bitch about it. But yeah, she was taking stupid pills throughout this whole season. Totally out of character. I really hope she redeems herself either later in this season, which there's only a couple episodes left, but either later in this season or next season. Hopefully she redeems herself, because she was pretty lame in this season, honestly. What else happened? But yeah, those guys get ambushed, and the Northern Water Tribe dudes bust in trying to kidnap the president. Bolin takes these dudes. Oh, this was beastly. Earthbending represent, dude. Like, he just comes and tears off the sleeves, like, yeah, let's do this. And he just takes these dudes out on the ring. You got the announcer dude announcing it, which was funny. They find out that Varric's behind the whole thing. It all comes together, you know. Made it look like it was Northern Water Tribe people doing all this stuff, but it wasn't. It turned out to be Varric the whole time. And that's, you know, that's cool. Very formulaic plot points to get there. Love triangle kind of thing, being framed, and it turns out he's right all along. Very formulaic, but not bad. Just not, you know, super strong material. So yeah, so Mako's innocent, and they go after Varric. He gets taken into custody. Those two get fired because they're shitty-ass detectives, and Mako gets a promotion. We got a little bit of Civil War stuff, a little bit of the fighting starting, and a little bit of it finishing at the end, where Korra's dad gets fucking wrecked by Unalaq. I remember his name now. Unalaq, the uncle. And he was way more charismatic in this episode. Like, every line he delivered was way... Like, he wasn't super charismatic. He's not, like, a great villain or anything, but... He's an okay villain, but... kind of bland. He's still bland, but his delivery of the lines was... There was way more energy in his voice in this episode. I really like that. I hope he stays like that. Because so far he's just been kind of Liam Neesoning it, which is where you're just kind of monotone throughout the whole thing. Except, you know, Liam Neeson builds a reputation, so he's like a badass, so when Liam Neeson does it, it's kind of awesome. But when this guy does it, it's just like, Liam Neeson light, you know what I mean? But yeah, diet Liam Neeson. But, you know, he had way more charisma in this episode, or, you know, way more energy in the acting. I liked that. Jinora's still trapped in the spirit world, so there's no progression on that. But the Varric plot point is pretty much solved. He is still hilarious. Oh, this guy's amazing. naming the warship after the fucking assistant. Oh, his cell, where he's like, Varric Industries built this prison cell, and I figured I'd end up here sometime, so I had this cell specially made. That was... His jokes are so random, you never know where they're coming from. It's just great. So yeah, and he helps them out once again and gives them a warship, so that was cool, and Team Avatar's back together. Korra's amnesia is still kind of affecting her, so she doesn't really remember the fight she had with Mako. And Mako's kind of a douche, because he's like, oh, it wasn't that bad of a fight. You know, we're okay. And Asami's pissed, and Bolin has like a little bit of a reaction, because I think he told both of them that it was a pretty bad fight. But he told Korra, it wasn't a big deal, and kind of a dick move, I'll be honest, but we'll see where it got. In the way he just kind of left Asami hanging, again, like he did in the first season. But, we'll see. What else happened? Just the fact that Bolin's... Oh, and now they had, like, the movie playing in sync with the way Bolin was fighting. That was cool. It was a little forced, a little... not convenience. Or, convenient is the right word, but there's another word for it. Maybe coincidence is the right word. I don't know, but... just the way the movie was playing was kind of forced, I guess, but it was still really cool how he synced up with the movie and everything, and Bolin was really funny in this episode. The comedy was on point. Pretty much anytime Varric's there, the comedy's on point. Didn't think Korra would still have any memory problems, but she does. That's kind of interesting, I guess. The villains are still kicking everyone's ass. I mean, yeah, they have a warship now, but, you know, Unalaq just beat fucking... Wait, I know his name. Tonrock? Her dad's name, fuck. Damn, I had her dad's name and I forgot it. But, yeah, that was a good fight, though. Just the way they had, like, nice little, not long takes, but they just had nice shots of just a bunch of bending happening before it would cut. I thought that looked really nice. And the ice looked interesting in this episode as well. When they would freeze the ice they were bending, it looked a little different. But, yeah, they have a little fight. And the slow motion punch would have been epic if he had landed the punch, but he doesn't. But, yeah. Overall, I thought it was a fun episode. The plot point with Varric's resolved for the most part. Looks like we're going to be going into, like, probably the finale at this point. I mean, there's 3 episodes left, and finales are usually 2-parters, but, you know. I'm just trying to think of anything else. Yeah, Beifong's still out of character. That's a negative. The progression was there. The comedy was there. The animation was there. I'll set this around 8 out of 10. I really liked it, but that Beifong stuff and just how... Oh, Mako's right. What a shock. I thought it would have been cool if Varric actually wasn't a bad guy, but they went down that route, and it's fine, because he's so... I don't want to say he's like the Joker, but he's like neutral almost. Like, he had his own intentions going, and he's still willing to help out Team Avatar, even though they got him locked in jail, and it's just... It's weird. He's not evil. He's just fucking... He's fucking Varric, dude. He's crazy. But yeah, he's an awesome character, like him a lot. Great, ish episode, like a good plus episode, between good and great. So yeah, I'll give like an 8 out of 10. And yeah, so now we'll talk about episode 12? Yeah, episode 12. Okay, you guys, so episode 12 of Korra, season 2. This was pretty awesome, actually. It kind of felt like the finale has already begun. You know, you have the plane battling and throwing down the fucking Earth discs with the fucking, you know, bombs on them and shit. That was pretty badass. Korra finds out her dad is kidnapped, goes to rescue him, you know, that kind of thing. Katara, we could see her again. She's awesome. Even though she doesn't really do much in this series, but it's understandable. She's got to be over 100. But yeah, and Boomy's telling these stories throughout the whole episode, and Tenzin keeps calling him a liar. And it kind of feels like it's setting up for Boomy to do something, and he does, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, they're having this big battle, and the spirits are there, and, you know, comedy's still on point, and, you know, the plane's crashing, the bison they're on crashes, and they all get captured. Except for Boomy. He tames the spirit with music. He tries to tame the other ones. I'm glad that they weren't all music lovers. That would have been not bad, but it would have just been kind of you know what I mean? But yeah, he ends up getting inside one of the mechs and just wrecks the entire camp. That was awesome. And he rescues them, and oh my god, the best part, he comes in there for the rescue. The twins get up, and you're thinking they're going to attack him from behind, and then all of a sudden Naga just fucking pancakes them together. That was great. What else happened in this episode? We got a little bit of stuff in the beginning. Mako still doesn't want to tell Korra the truth about their breakup. still kind of a dick move, but he's clearly scared of her, and I do not blame him right now. Like, he wants to tell her, but he's just terrified of the guy. But anyways, what ends up happening is they're captured, they're freed by Boomy, and now they're gonna, they go inside the spirit world, they're gonna rescue Janora and everything, and fight off Unalaq. And, oh yeah, Dad's name is Tonrock, by the way. Maybe I said that in the last video, but I thought I got it wrong. No, his name is Tonrock. But yeah, what is up with that? Like, Tonrock, Unalaq, Tarlock. Like, get a little more creative with these names, guys. Jesus, they're all waterbenders. They're all water tribe, and they're all, like, brothers and villains that have ulterior motives. Well, not her dad, obviously, but anyways. I just found that to be a little weird, but they go in. Korra's rocking a new, like, her ponytail's not there anymore. It's always weird when a ponytail is gone on a character, and all of a sudden their hair is just, like, this massive... Like, I remember seeing Toph in the original series without her hair in the little, like, bun thing, and it would just be, like, everywhere. It's always weird when that happens, but, yeah, she's got that new hairstyle. That's kind of cool, whatever. What else happens? Yeah, they fight him a little bit. The harmonic conversion begins, and, you know, not a big deal, but, Vaatu escapes. You know, not a big deal. Not a huge, massive calamity or anything, and the world gets like encased in this dark sphere or whatever, and yeah, now they have to fight Vaatu, so that sucks. I'm pretty sure that's where it left off. I'm trying to just make sure for 100% if that's where it's left off. I think so, and if he does end up... Oh yeah, and he also wants to merge with Vaatu and become like a dark avatar. It's funny because I was talking with my friend about like how they could continue the Avatar story after this. Well, I haven't seen season 3, but if they had like another avatar, I always thought it'd be cool if there was 2 avatars. I don't know why there would be, but it'd be cool if there was 2 and then have one be evil, one be good or whatever. That'd be kind of a cool concept, and kind of what they're doing, kind of what Unalaq wants. But I think Vaatu will just probably possess his whole body and not even... I don't think Unalaq will still be there anymore. Just my guess if they do end up fusing together, just because Vaatu does not seem like the kind of guy who would... you know, be cool on a partnership. He just seems like the kind of guy who would be like, yeah, let's do this partnership, sure. And then he just double crosses him. I mean, he's the spirit of all fucking evil. If he double crosses him, I'm not going to be surprised. But anyways, that's pretty much the entire episode. I thought it was actually really good. I'll give it like a 8.5. The action was really good. Comedy was really good. Boomy coming through in the end was pretty awesome. The harmonic convergence has happened. Once again, our heroes are still kind of getting their asses kicked, but, you know, we still got a few more episodes for them to redeem themselves, or a couple more, actually, just 2 more, I believe. But yeah, we'll see how everything goes down. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see an Avatar battle if he does end up becoming a, if he fuses with Vaatu and becomes like a dark Avatar. That'd be cool to see a 4-element on 4-element battle, as long as it's good, you know, because they could. I don't think it would happen, but sometimes series like to do that thing where it's like the main character gets their ass kicked, and then all of a sudden, through whatever friendship or Deus Ex Machina power up, whatever, they pull through and win. And I would like to see an even battle if there is going to be an Avatar versus Dark Avatar battle. The only reason I'm worried that it might end up being what I just suggested, the one-sided fight where the hero suddenly wins. The only reason I say that might be the case is because, you know, people said Season 2 is kind of bad, and that would be a really bad way to end the season. So, you know, we'll see. But, yeah. Overall, I did like this episode. I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was pretty great. Character development, not so much, but it's a battle episode, so, you know. Boomy, kind of, actually, to a certain extent. But yeah, and they're trying to convince the twins. I think the twins will still come in at the last second, maybe, and stop their dad. That's possible. But yeah, overall, though, I think it was a pretty great episode, 8.5. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode, or these episodes, in the comments below. And, yeah, only 2 left in this season. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.